Hello everybody. Oh, my game's a little hot. Let me turn it down. There's gonna be a little noise in the background. Can't do anything about that. Family's around, but hey, it's part of the package. So how's everybody doing today? So as you can see by the game listed in the title, I'm not gonna be doing multiplayer today. Chalice Mike is missing in action. So just have to wait and see how he's doing. So happy Thursday, everybody. Well, one more day till Friday. See, when I was working a weekly job, you know, Monday through Friday, Thursday was always my favorite day. Because, you know, when you got home from work on Thursday, there was really only a little bit left on Friday. So it kind of felt like the weekend was pretty much starting. Thursday was the last day before the weekend. I don't work that kind of job anymore. So I kind of miss that feeling. But anyway. So we're going to continue doing some city planning and talking about some things throughout. I appreciate the hosts, Zoe Not Girl and Pixel Sharks, as always. And let's go to the city. You guys can see it. We've been doing a lot of road building. A lot of road building. Sorry, I was moving a mouse. Just wanted to see something. Okay, so last time I was working on this, and I don't like this, like, at all. I don't like having this kind of an intersection this close to there, so all this work I did last time, it's going bye-bye. Don't want it here. Like, at all. It's just becoming, like, the goal of making things simpler is making it more complicated. So I think I'll get rid of this too. And I think I'm actually going to split that like that. And this is 3-lane highway separated. So that's this. I need to angle these back out because not having them merge. I think keeping these separate is going to be crucial here. I think having these go this way. I'd be better off here. So I need... not that one, this one. There. So that connects like that to go over there. I think here we should just get rid of this like that. And turn this. Let's get rid of all this. Get rid of that main 6-lane highway. 6-lane highway can go that way. And that's okay. Although we're going to fix this right here so that we don't have left turns. That's going to cause all kinds of problems here. But that's a different problem. We'll fix that in a bit. So, actually, if it sounds like everybody's hang on, I'm going to turn the noise gate off. That way we don't have the clipping from yesterday. So, there are a couple of points where we're going to have to work on, like, so the intersection there. I think looking at the elevation, it might actually be better to take this highway completely under right here. No, I want to disrupt it all. Like that. Okay, so now let's put it back. So now, let's put it back. There. Oh, that's not what I meant. So have it go underground. So there. There. So it disappears under there. And honestly, I think I'm just going to get rid of this. For right now. Because I don't like having it. Because this is more like a main thoroughfare kind of thing. So. And I don't like the curve like that just yet. So let's just eliminate this entirely. Actually, we can get rid of this intersection very easily here by having it go let's go back a little farther this way and go down underground. And just come under. Like so. And have the highway come. Like that. Over here. On the bottom here. And then we'll do something right here to connect it to that. Seems like such a steep change there. Let's so now there. What the? No. Where'd that angle go? There it is. Hey, Nautilus Knots. How are you? Good morning. Welcome on in. I'll give you a shout out. I hung out in your channel all night last night. How did your play go the rest of the evening? Sorry I couldn't play a little longer. Would have helped if Terraria wasn't still fighting me. Stupid game. Doesn't like playing nice with me. It's frustrating. What is it? I think it's because it's too low. Maybe. So I think I'm gonna have to just make it go all the way. Pardon me. Yeah, it seemed like you did. And definitely have a good option for a future mod there whenever you finally decide to do it. In Nixia. This is just being a butt. I think it's because of the angle of the hill. I think I've put this part up here in the wrong place. So, but yeah, welcome in, Knots. And for those of you who are looking for a nice chill place to hang out and, you know, just kind of enjoy the experience, I highly recommend hanging out with Nautilus Knots. He does this interesting thing about where he has you guys ask questions, which he will. Did that not connect? It did not connect. Which he will then let you guys trigger to be asked in chat during the stream. So you can ask a question, and later on you can trigger a sound effect, and he'll ask the question, and you get to answer it. And based on your questions and your answers, you end up with lots of different interesting things going on. Yeah, but I don't think you would go wrong with that choice there, Nautilus. Alright, so what I want to do here is eliminate the cross traffic that this might cause by splitting this road into a separate highway here. Where go underground. No, I don't think underground is going to be the trick here. This slope here is just giving me a headache. Let's split the road down here. So we're going to have that going that way. And that right there. So I haven't, in case you're wondering, I haven't actually started the topic yet. The that's in the title. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit based on conversation I had yesterday. So I'm going to mute my mic for a second while the person behind me finishes their phone call. So they'll just have to listen to the game. Okay, there we go. So, yes, I do, in case you're wondering, I do have it. It's right here. It's an important thing that got me through my deployment last year, and what happened with my friend yesterday in his review for his rating review, it was very obvious that he would have benefited from having one of those. So I wanted to talk about it today. So I'm splitting the highway here. This can actually go like that. Turn that over there. There will be no turning here. I'm going to fix that in a second. And then this one right here is going to split again in a second. I'm going to have one section merge on to go this direction, and the other one I'm going to have go under to connect going that way. So it's going to be this weird little highway-like intersection here, kind of thing. So let's... No, I don't need to move. I need to add. But yeah, as I'm doing this part right here, I can start talking about the topic. One of the things that I have issues with is remembering. My memory isn't what it used to be because trying to keep track of details. Oh, see, Nautilus. I don't know if you know, but I've been putting together a list of science communicators on Twitch. It seems your goal with PTSD support would be aligned with that. Yeah. If you want to have a conversation about it, I'm in your Discord now, so you can private message me. So, I think we're going to have to go underground for this one to get it to connect. Trying to figure out how to get... Connecting underground is just such a pain. Yeah, time. It's always the question. When do we have time for anything these days? I think it might actually be easier for me if... Sorry, I got an email. I'm just checking to see what it was. I think it might actually be easier for me if I have the road come... If I start the road from up there rather than trying to do it down here. So yeah, as I was saying, keeping track of information in stressful situations can be very difficult. for me now. And I don't necessarily want this, but it keeps... See what I mean? It keeps wanting me to stay because this stupid elevation is up here. I think having this, trying to merge up here is going to be the problem. So I may have to bring this closer here. Let's see what happens when I move this over here. So when going into a stressful situation, I found that having the information that I'm going to need to potentially remember written down can help me manage some of that stress. And yesterday when my friend went to do his meeting, I had him write down some of the stuff that he was going to need to make sure he mentioned so that it got set. And he said it was a good thing that he did because he had a hard time forming sentences. So I thought I should talk about what my wife and I did for me to help me make sure I was communicating to people that needed to know. So we made what we called the survival folder. And depending on what it is, what your treatment plan is, what your particular challenge is, it will change. Some of the contents will change just a little. I mean, that's to be expected. The one that I have, which I have handy right here, and I kept it with me everywhere I went. It included an intervention plan, a section on some resiliency tools, had some letters, some information from the VA that I had in there just for verification purposes. The intervention plan was the big one. This was actually a homework assignment for my wife that she decided to do based on me to give her, so that we could have the benefit of it. So it includes referral considerations, long-term goals in a treatment plan, objectives for intervention, which problems we were focusing on, and that's mostly it. Oh, and then a section where we talked about the actual interventions. And that I was able to show to things like my supervisor. If I had to go, I went to see a chaplain, I showed it to him so he was able to explain the challenges that I face. There are other things you can include in there, depending on the severity of the injury to you. If there's a physical injury or just the chemical imbalance from the trauma, whatever that may be, you may have difficulty remembering important bits of information. You may find tasks that were once simple, like remembering dates for things, to be much more challenging. I used to be the one who, if my wife needed to know a date for something, she would just talk to me because I always had the dates. I always remembered them. It's not that way anymore. This could be pretty challenging to get up there. It's extremely frustrating. You are not wrong, especially when you didn't used to have that problem. It can also be extremely annoying. When you're sitting there in an office and you're used to just spouting this information off, and you're sitting there trying to form sentences and you can't, and it's embarrassing to be sitting there trying to give them this information that they need, and you can't do it, and they're just looking at you like, what's wrong with you? And you're sitting there going, I know there's something wrong with me. I don't need to look. I don't need you to look at me and remind me, oh, that there's this issue with me. I would say also, people don't do it intentionally. I don't think people realize sometimes exactly how certain looks can come across. I don't need to upgrade, I need to cut off. I want to go down, underground. I want to come from here. Let's go back up. And come back up. We have this road. Nope, where am I going? Stop, stop, stop. Merge down here. Okay, and it's going to be all in one laner going that way. So it could vary what you may need in there. You may need to have a section that has important contact information, that has important events written down. You may need to have a section that's for current things, like symptoms. That's a good section to have. Something where you write down the symptoms that you have. When they did my reevaluation, I don't say reevaluation, they were fixing their mistake. They had classified me as something else, and when I'd already been diagnosed with PTSD. And so they had to go fix it. And so I had to have a meeting where we were talking about the issues that I was facing. And there. So everybody merging down, you aren't going to like it, but hey, deal with it. And if I hadn't had stuff written down, that would have been a lot harder. And I tried to actually do my last, when I did this, this rating increase review that they just denied. I actually did try to do that one without the help of the file, and I think I managed to say everything, but I think there were some things that I missed. So I also think that they weren't. I think that my counselor agrees that their rubric is a bit screwed up. So surprise, surprise, the rubric isn't accurate enough. So that's a different conversation. But having things written in, so you could describe the situations, describe the feelings, describe what happens. It requires keeping notes. It requires, or at least having someone else that can help you keep notes. Having a teammate, a partner that can help with this is crucial. This plan right here was written by my wife. The resources that were put in there for me to go to in case I needed help, that was also my wife. She made sure that I had everything that I needed when I was there, because she was afraid that I was going to have relapses while I was there, and I felt the stress. There was a lot of stress that was going into what I was doing, and yeah, I definitely was very grateful that she did all that. Not gonna lie. There were times when I needed that information handy. So that was why yesterday, when he told me he was getting ready to go, not that he was only getting ready to go, we were just talking about it, that I was making sure he remembered things to say. And one of them was, you need to write things down. You need to talk about this. When we plan this, you need to say, this is what happens. That stuff like that. Okay, so this actually needs to be, I want this to be, nope, go back to that. I want this graded, and then we'll go to 2 lane, and then 3 lane. There we go. So that works. So there will be no, and you will not be turning there. That is not allowed. So I'll fix that in a bit. Merging highways here, merging highways. Okay, so these people come in this direction, can turn right, can go that way, and they can go this way. Cool. So now I need to give one for these. This is going to be a little more interesting. So come in this direction, you guys can just go that way, that's good. But I need to give you the ability to come over here. So where should I put that? Probably have it off right here and then just go, don't upgrade, no. Shoot off right here. Up. So what's going on here? maybe you have to have them move a bit sooner. Yeah. I'm gonna need them to start coming back down, but not yet. Come on, you can do it. I need to change room. Put my view. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Have them merge from this side. Right there. Because they're not going to be turning right there, so have them merge down there. There. So these people can go this way, or they can get on here and go down this way. These people can go here and go up to right there and turn, or they can peel off this way and head this direction. So there we go. 2 highways merging. It's not the prettiest thing that you've ever seen, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers. So now let's do some intersection management, because we have to. You may need to have medical, like a section in there for specific medical information. So like a list of medications that you take and the doses, those get asked all the time at these kind of appointments. Yeah, we'll have that lane be a turn only, and these people could go to there if they want, and to there. Not sure how that got there. So I can say that when you're sitting there in the appointment, you definitely don't want to be sitting there trying to remember specifics. Wondering if I should make them merge. Let's go farther back. Oh man, there's an intersection here, so I think if I'm going to, it's going to have to be here. Just saying you guys need to merge here, and nobody can go there. If you're in this lane, you're going here. There. That way we have the traffic going, and then we'll keep those lanes like that. Just in case somebody manages to come back over, but hopefully that will drive them over so we won't have traffic slowing down right here. No turning off there. Just to make sure. I don't think they can anyway. Okay. So this lane is, they're turning that direction. Okay. So you can go to this lane only, and you can go here, and you can go here. Let's make these guys move over down here. You guys stay there. Now this intersection, there will be no left turns. You will go straight. This is not an option. Okay, and just to make sure we have nobody trying to change lanes in the intersection, direct them there. You may want to also include a list of therapies in your plan. So if there's specific therapies that you're doing or that you've done with results, you may want to include those so that you don't have, so you're not sitting there trying to remember. And some of this information, depending on where you are, some of this information may be available to the person. So like if you're at a medical appointment, you probably aren't going to have to remember the exact dosage of your medication, because they may have access to that. There is alert command knots. And so you may not have to list some of that. You may not have to show that you received this kind of care or anything like that. But for your peace of mind, well, I just, with the topics that I talk about, I just kind of assume that there are going to be people who are here to listen and maybe not speak as much, which is fine. I also know that talking about things like this can be difficult for people, so I like to make it very clear that they don't have to talk. They can just listen. So yeah, you may not need to have all that information in there, but I know that I would probably feel better if all of that information was handy going in, because you never know who's going to ask what. Let's see what else would be good to have in there. If you've worked with any organizations, that kind of falls under the whole keeping track of what treatments you've gone through. Different organizations may or may not be aware of each other and what you may be doing. If you're doing a new type of therapy, another therapist might not necessarily be familiar with it, although they're supposed to be familiar with the major ones. I know that the therapy that I've been doing isn't as well known outside of the psychology circles, so being able to talk about it in case any questions are asked is probably a good thing for you, or at least have information so that you don't have to talk about it. Being able to hand someone something that they can read to answer their questions so that you don't have to potentially deal with that, that's a big one for me. Okay, so we have this intersection here. I'm hearing some static in my ears. I'm not sure if it's the game volume or what. Turn the game volume down for a second to see if I still hear it. I think it is. Like these small little, very slight static tick bursts in my ear. It's like something's interfering with my headphones. Who knows? But I would say, if we're gonna, it really depends on the type of appointment that you're going to as to what kind of information you need. So having all the information available to you is not going to be a bad thing for you. Say you probably benefit more from having all the information available than you would from going in with less. So, got that highway figured out there. So now we'll worry about that later. I want to finish. So we got right here these two highways. I think it's going to be best to just say no. You're not coming together right there. So let's have this road here. There. Just have that one connect like that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. For me, what I've found is that it's going. I'm working on getting these 6-lane highways that they're not like interstates, but they're more like state highways. or big city roads inside a city. I'm working on making sure that none of them are creating these bottlenecks of traffic. So, and I looked for you today, Riot Maker, but I didn't actually see you on. So I wasn't sure if today was a day for you or not. I actually spent most of the morning hanging out in the Extra Life stream, which, if you're not sure what Extra Life is, you can find out more at that link right there. And there's the hospital information about where the donations went last year. And thank you. I didn't catch it on stream yesterday, but Anthropophagic64, thank you very much for that donation. We are almost to 50% to my first goal. So we're getting there. Okay, so that highway and that highway won't be touching each other now. There. Looks a little better. Cool. Yes, and we're talking about what's the topic says, the PTSD survival folder. Which is really, if someone were to say, tell me what the survival folder is in, one simple sentence, it's a source of information available for you so that in any situation you're going to have the information you need to answer whatever questions they need asked without causing you extra stress. That's probably the best explanation I can give. Right, Maker, I got home immediately, crashed. I didn't get much sleep yesterday before work, and then I found out the company I work for is complete idiots because they send everybody's checks to the wrong stores. Go management. Or go payroll. Good job, payroll. Way to knock that one out of the park. So I think actually this one I'm just going to connect here. So simplify that. What happened here? I think they just came at each other the wrong angle. So, well, I hope they get that figured out for you pretty quickly, Riot Maker. I know not getting your paycheck can be very frustrating. Wow, that sounds like somebody's going to get fired. That's what that sounds like. If I'm being honest. Someone's going to get fired. Actually, I think I might be better off, because I kind of have a loop here, if I redirect this one this way. So, but yeah, having the information that you could have to provide to somebody in a situation that not having to remember, to decrease the potential stress you might face. That's what the folder is. And so what goes in there could vary. You may need emergency contact information because you don't remember it. You may need just tips and strategies for yourself. Maybe the information is not something that you show people, it's just something that you have on hand that helps you remember the important stuff. Or it could be stuff that you show people. It's going to depend on your specific situation, what you put in there. But I would say the more you have in that folder, in the long run, the less stress you're going to potentially face when answering those questions. I don't think that everybody who saw my intervention plan necessarily needed all of that information, but it answered their questions when it came to other things that they might think of that I hadn't. So where's the highway? So it's over there. So we're gonna go this way. There, leave that there for now. And all these highways end up being elevated or something. It's just because of the angles. So let's dismantle this one right here. Just have this stay elevated to go across. There. So we have a loop there. Kind of goes under the hill there. So we have a loop right there. Thank you, device. And then we have a split there to come over here to connect to this one. And then this one goes all the way around. Goes to there, but actually there's an even bigger loop. So I'm kind of planning the main thoroughfares. I did the highway, the big interstate like highways first, and now I'm doing these smaller, not smaller, but like lesser highways. And then from there, I'm going to start planning out districts. Like I'm going to put the university up here. So this is all going to be the campus up here. So you'll have some residential business areas down here. We're going to have a lot of industry over here because we have access to the water and stuff. So I've got like all this spot. So that's better. So you can kind of see what all I'm working with here. So this is a highway coming in right here, and it splits and goes down to here. This just connects that to there. So this is highway also, highway, you know, big highway, interstate highway. And so then these right here are local versions. And I'm thinking actually right now I have this going to that, but I'm thinking I may actually close this loop. So this loop is clearly someone didn't want to talk. So that so I've got, you know, these loops right here, and then figure out some way to connect that. I don't want to have too big of an intersection right here. It's going to slow things down. That's my biggest fear. So I'll probably create something like that over here, or that right there. But since this is also going to be like lived in area, so what I'm thinking I may do is move this so it's coming up this way. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you got some good rest. Right, Maker? If I had any say in the entire HR, if you had any say the entire HR staff would be fired, yep. So it sounds like they've earned that. I'll worry about that side in a second. I'll finish. So that's connected to there. That goes there. This. Here, this is what I'll do. Let's keep trying to reach off stream for this stuff. Let's have this go this way. Like that. Okay, so that goes in one. Stop it. Okay, so that goes in one giant loop. But I mean, really, if you think about it, it's this road from all the way over here. So you go there. If you stay on it and don't turn, you'll cross over this right here, come over here, come back up this way, go all the way over here, come over here, come all the way down, come to there, go there, and that's where you have access to this loop. It connects to this loop. An interesting circle I've created. So this, we're going to split here. Get that there. There. Okay. Let's move this here, like so. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Now let's change. One lane right there. 2 lanes right there. Actually, we'll do 1 lane, 1 farther out there, and then we'll do 2 lanes like that. So make them merge a little farther. You know, I can slide this way just a little to give them a little more room on this. Well, no, I don't want them to have 3 lanes here. So actually, this is going to be. This should be. I was wondering if you might be able to help me with something. I have a few deaf customers that come into where I work. It is something I've been meaning to do for years, but I want to learn ASL to be able to better communicate with them because I could see in their faces how uncomfortable and frustrated they were getting because I was having a hard time understanding their needs to aid in learning. Yes. Besides taking a class, you can look up. Here, I'll type in here. We used sign language with my daughter from about maybe 4 months of age. From about 6 months of age onward, she was able to start communicating with us using sign language. Probably would have done it sooner if we'd realized that's what she was doing. So, it's 2 and then to 3, and that we just go that way. So this should go. This could actually still be 3 right here because they're not turning. And then turn them into 2. And then 1. Okay. So that allows for the right turns. Okay. So now, if they want to go left, we'll have them peel off. No, like right there. So I would start with that. That resource will teach you the basics. And we're talking the absolute basics, but it's a nice, they're bite-sized little episodes that you can watch. And then you can progress from there to other things. That's where I would suggest starting. I would suggest also maybe having my phone is acting up. Okay. If you have access to a tablet, you could have them and a tablet with a pen, like an Apple pen. You can have them writing on there, as opposed to, or you could just keep a pad of pen and paper around. But if you can combine that with having them, yes, if you start learning some basic signs for some simple like greetings and hello, hello and how are you and things like that, they'll see you're starting to learn, and then you switch to the paper if you need to, or if you have something that does good voice to text, you can say what you need onto it and it will, write it down. I have varying levels of success with those. Sometimes they're really good, other times they're not. But outside of taking a class, that's what I would recommend. Is the signing time, or taking, starting there with that resource and then going from there. Okay. A little too close to that. Let's move it out just a little. That's it. Grab that part. This part. There. Now, let's go back to the road. So that handles their left turn, and I'm just going to handle their left turn. And this one is another one of those. You know, just realized I can simplify some of this by separating this out right here. Having, yeah. Let's do that. And then have this be like that. Going that way. Okay. And then we can make this 2-lane all the way to there. And they're going to be turning right only. Okay. So now this one goes this way, and then we have them peel off a lane right here. Nope. Where would be the best point? Because you want to have, basically want to have it like, have two of these 2-laners just split. So you have like one curving this way to join. How best to do this? Because essentially what we have is a triangle here. And this needs to be 3-lane. There's no reason for this to not be 3-lane. And they'll all go that direction. So it's not one nice big triangle here. So you come in right here and you go that way. Or you get in this lane and you go left. And you come over here. It's the same. This one, you go that way. See, I'm gonna have to give them a way to come and join this side over here. Have them peel off right. You have to do it after it. Of course, if I have them going off like this, yeah. Like that. So that's 1 lane right there. So they'll connect to that, and then they'll head on that direction. And this will actually be, we'll make this two-lane. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the little curly thing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not interrupting people behind me. So, what they're doing. But yes, thank you. You too. I very much enjoyed listening to your stream last night while I was working. So, but yes, lurk away. We love our lurkers. Very much appreciate them and understand that some of them do it because they have to, and that is perfectly fine. So, enjoy your time off looking for cheese for the commensal, for the mischief. And we'll catch you later. Nuts. And seriously, everybody, if you're looking for a nice chill place to hang out with someone who's going to interact with you on your, if you interact with him, then you not go wrong hanging out in Knots' channel. Same with Riot Maker. Nice chill places to hang out where you're not gonna be, nothing's going to be expected of you. Okay, so, and then this, make sure this, no, we'll make this lane go here and then let them have these lanes. Yeah, because we'll say I'll have this lane go left, and this lane cross to there, and this lane cross to there, and so that means that this lane. See, that's kind of why I want to make it a two-laner there. Then I don't have to worry about who's going to what. There. Cool. Let's bring this over this way a little bit. There. Curve. Got a little bit of curve. Okay. There. So that lane, and we'll make, just to make sure it makes sense, we'll make this lane, this thing a two-laner. Right there for now, and then split it to there, and we will move this like that, just like that, that's a little curve, give that a little curve there. Okay, so 3 lanes going to there. So now if you want to go that way, you can go there, or you can go there. And if you're here and you want to go there, you can, or you go there. So now all that's left is this side. So we have them going there. And honestly, I think the simplest answer is just going to be to create something right here. I think I just need to move this over, just like so. Okay. There. So you can go that direction. You can peel off this way and go this way. So you can go right or left. Right or left. Right or left. There we go. I think that works. So let's just do a little bit of fine tuning here. That right there, and let's put this and that a little bit. I think I do want to have a little bit more curve to this there. Like that. Cool. That right there. Clip just enough. This is a little, this angle here is a little, there we go. I think that's a little better. That, so, yeah, I think that's a little better. bend that just a little. And then here. Smooth that this way just a little. There. Cool. Now let's do some. I am standing. So now let's do a little intersection management here. So you will go here. You will go there. You will go there. And if you happen to be here, you're going to go there. I'll try to force you over here. So we don't have that issue. Okay. And yep. Go there. Nope. No change in lanes. We'll have to watch this intersection and see how it goes once cars start going through here. Now, same here. And back here, make them move over.
I know you're excited about everything. I have an interview.
Okay. And then they will go here.
Did you apply with more than one, or was it
They
just
will
the one
go
person?
here. And they will go here.
Yeah, I thought you said that there were three. There are 3 openings. Yeah. But it was one application.
Okay. So there we go. Those highways are good. Okay, so now here, there, here, there, and this here. Something else I just thought of that you may want to keep in your survival folder is copies of identifying papers. So if you need to have, that's just in case for some reason you leave and you don't take your wallet or your purse. If you have the folder, you can have backup information of some of that stuff in there. I don't know. Some people do like when you get ready for an appointment, you'll remember everything, but you'll remember the folder and then you'll forget. So having some of that information in there is a good thing for you. You can also probably put in there recommendations for, like, if someone, okay, so if you're at an appointment and something triggers you, you can have a section in there of what to do for a person who's there with you. And they see the folder, and the folder gives them, hey, you need to call this person. This person will know what to do. Or tell them this. Having a quick little, this is what you can do to help me in there, can go a long ways towards helping you feel more comfortable when that happens. And the key here is that you need to feel comfortable. So you should make sure that the plan includes, that the survival folder includes what's necessary for you to feel safe and comfortable where you're going. So it's just something else that I would recommend having in there. I have on the screen on my phone has a picture of my wife in her superhero cosplay because that makes me smile, and on the top half and on the bottom half it has a PTSD thing that I can show people to say, hey, look, I can't speak right now, but this is why. Or if they're giving me this, why aren't you talking to me? Look, I can pull that out and show it to them and say, look, I can't right now. And it's not because I'm being rude, it's because I'm nervous and I don't know how to tell you what you need me to tell you. Okay, so that loop's connected to there, and that's connected to there. That looks nice. Finished this one. Okay. Crossed over the highway there. We'll need to add some like interchanges here for them. But that's down the road. I'll have to wait and see how this interchange goes. Okay, so that's not going anywhere just yet. I'm not worried about that. All right. So this one, I think it's going to be better. Well, I need to move a couple of things because they're not angled well there. We need to remove this connection right here. Hey, blunders. Showing off your emotes. Show those emotes off. I've got several. Let's see. Let's see which ones I have. Because of people's generosity. Oh, look, I got the wings. Nice. So I've got this one and this one and this one. Give and take. Left and right. There we go. Yeah, me too. I lurk in a lot of streams, and that's how I've managed to get that collection. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 12 of them. I'm not sure what the full set is. Like it's 12, 15, whatever. But that's what I've managed to. And several of those I got because I did it. It was me that made it happen. I made it rain emotes. That's not what I meant to do. Give me my road back. I meant to move it. No. Move it. There we go. Move that there. Move that there. Okay. So. But yeah, I figured that doing appreciation bits for streamers is a good excuse to spread the emote wealth. Okay, so now that kicks to there. This we're going to have to. This is ugly, 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 ugly. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, man, that was ugly. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what loser planned that road, but he should get his head examined. So, how are you today, Blunders? It's nice to see you. I'm just finishing our secondary highway system. So we have the interstate highway system, and now this is kind of like the state highway system inside. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have any bottlenecks of traffic with these. And then off of that, I'll build other systems, like the city systems. As far as the city is planned, I'm going to put the university up here. And this is probably going to be high-rise residential on this side, and then office stuff over here, and industry and stuff down here. Probably do more high-rise or regular residential in this section up here. So. Yard work. It's like laundry. It's never over. And dishes. I really dislike yard work, but that's just me. Some people really enjoy it. They find it pleasant. I do not. But I hope you enjoy. And if not, then I hope you manage to get it done quickly so that you can be done with it. Alright. I do need to figure out what to do with these. Cool. Yeah, I don't like doing yard work on hot days. That's just ridiculous. I think I'm going to do the triangle thing here. So have it come out to there. And have this road go there. This road go there. I think I need to move this a little bit further there. Oh, I missed one. Okay. There. There. So I got the rough outline of what I want done. I think something else handy to have in your survival folder is especially if you're somewhere where you use this same information a lot. So let's say like around here where you live, what kind of information would you need to have ready access to on a regular basis? And I would say that, so like in the area where you live, one good resource to put in your survival folder is a list of locations you can go to where you're not going to be triggered, where you might be able to get help. So like the location of a vet center, for instance, where if you need to, you can go, if nothing else, just sit in their lobby. A community center that's quiet, local library, stuff like that. I'd say being able to have that so you don't have to remember or look for or ask. That would be something else that you might want to consider putting in your survival folder. Okay, so they get off here, that way, and then we'll have this split. I think what we'll do is make this. No, not that. Upgrade. Make this a 2-laner. And have this. So what I'm thinking is having, let's go back to upgrading. So 2-laner, 2-laner, 2-laner. Go back to 3-laner right there. Okay. So roughly the idea here is you come in, you have 3 lanes right here. 2 lanes will stay, the 2 right lanes in all of these places are going to continue going straight to form the edge of the triangle, right? And then the inside lane goes the other direction. So you're going to have this lane coming to here, this lane coming to here, and this lane coming to there. So actually, let's change this back to there. Plus it's for my mom, so I should feel good about myself when I'm done, unless she's been there to micromanage how I do it. I'm staying out of that one. I wish you luck. Okay, so that goes to there. That goes to there. No, up, down, up. to there. There. So, there. Now let's do some intersection management. Okay, so yep. So you're coming here. And you're coming here. You're coming here. And then you're going there. Although you're already doing that. Just making sure. That goes there. And see, and this way I don't have to deal with traffic being in a lane that this traffic wants to merge into. Because now that third lane there doesn't exist for me to move cars out of. See? And so I'll go there. Just like that. Okay, so that's good like that. And you'll go here. There. And here. Nope, no left turns. I actually do like that emote. That one's pretty good. I like sharing. I like using that one. And then this one, go there. There's definitely something going on with the city's audio today. I just keep hearing these little, slight little static pops. I'll have to listen to the stream later to see if you guys can hear it. So that goes there. And right here. Okay.
Kiddo?
That one will go there. That one will go there.
It's been more than a few minutes. You a little over focused on it? Yeah, time to detach.
There we go. I like it. Now let's make it a little prettier. Nope. There. Turn. Okay. So, oh, give me my move thing. Like that. There we go. Curve a little bit. Like that. There we go. And then there we go. There. I think that looks better. Voila. So then the traffic won't really have to slow down, because once you're in the lane that you need to be in, so these guys will head into this lane, come over here, and have a lane of their own all the way through there. And they won't be merging into a lane that someone else is already potentially using. Okay. So I got that connected. This is easy. I just get rid of the section where it drops off, and then go back in here. Again, you think these things will just connect? I'm gonna have to go on this side. Yep, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to dismantle this section and just put it all in again. Connect? Yes, they did. Cool. And I'll have this split to go this way. I'll do another triangle. Then I have that go up like that, across, there. So now that connects like that. And then we'll have another one going right there. Okay, so now let's change these roads. Wrong direction.
You do need to eat, though.
Okay. So let's just convert these now, like so. Don't have to worry about it later. There. Like that. Okay, so that connects to that. I'll move this. So no, I don't want to move it. I want to build one. Now I want to move it. There we go. It's all over here. So get it back together. No, get off of that tool. There. Movement here. More aligned. Like so. Okay. And move this. Get our highway a little more lined up. There. So there's the triangle. We just have a little part right here. It's decided to just play nice. So I'll just reinstall it. What's happening here? Why are you being so tight? Wait a minute. Which way are you going? No. That's why. But that's not what I'm asking it to do. Okay, so we'll change it first. There. So that needed to be a different type. Okay. And we'll do the same thing again. We'll upgrade to 2 lanes. That's the upgrade. It's more like a downgrade for the middle section. And then do the same thing here. Okay. Now we'll have one. And then this one we'll have go across the top. So it needs to come farther up. Let's just dismantle this. Gonna have to figure something else out. This hill here. Let's do this one first, then we'll figure out the other ones. I think this one's going to prove to be the hardest. Actually, let's do this one first, because it starts the lowest. That's good. Now we'll do this one. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Okay, and then we'll go here. Like that. Boom. There. So they're all connected. Yeah, let's make them look nice. Daisy is ugly. Look at that. Oh, it's ugly.
You're not.
Okay, so there. Like that. What's that over there? There. Maybe it's a little bit more angle heading into that. There. So this one. There. Okay. Turn that direction. There. So it's a little less sharp there. Okay. Now this one.
It's the 100th anniversary. Hear that guy? It's the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment that allowed them.
There. I think that's a little better. There. So now the highways connect. I may still need to do like a split here and have it connect over here, since those don't connect right there, but
Kid, come here. Come here. We're done. But really.
okay. So that's right there. That connects there. This is still a little sharp, but I'm contemplating changing this so that it's more like a figure 8 right here. In fact, I think that is what I'm going to do. So, highway. There. So it forms kind of like a little figure 8. Points where it connects back to the ground is always funny. This creates like an intersection like thing. See, this section here might actually be better if it's stayed elevated. Like that. Rather than dropping as much. In fact, I might carry that through a little bit farther. Fresh fruit here. There. And give it a little bit more a slope. There. I'll need to add in like a connection to it. That can be for next week. And I may split this bridge here. So instead of having them all come together, just to separate again. So them stay separated up here. And then have them split again, one coming down here and one going this way. Same here. Split here, that, and then one going across the bridge. Cool. Well, got a lot of progress done. I guess you could say I fixed that. Connects all the way out there. Still need to worry about this section, but that's another day. And I think I may need to create another like inside loop side. But for now, I think everything's good. It's all good and connected. But you can't really get to this one except by way of this. So you have to come off of here and go all the way around to get to there. Or go this way. And even there it doesn't. So still a couple of things to work on. There is that highway also. That could be the thing that we use to bridge across to right there. Could. This cut this way also. We'll see. I think I'm done for today. Well, there we go. Let's zoom out and look. Well, I got lots of roads. And we're only down at layer 2. We still have to go down to layer 3. So layer 1 being the interstates, and layer 2 being the state highways. We're not even done with those because we still got to build some over here. And we got to do one right here, and should be okay over here, but maybe. So let's see. Cool. Okay. So.